Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my BronyCon 2016 Day 1 video. Yeah, parts of me kind of wanted to make a video yesterday when I arrived, but that was pretty uneventful, you know. It was pretty much that, you know, so. Start off with, you know, Day 1, Friday. Yeah, I did go to the vendor hall first. I was kind of surprised by the line. It's like, wow. It's like, as usual, I get there not exactly late, but, you know, we got there like maybe 10 minutes before it opened. So, yeah, there was actually a huge line in front of the vendor hall, and that went all the way up like the second level and almost outside, and wow. But, you know, unfortunately, it ended up not really being that too long of a wait and everything. So yeah, so basically I hung around the vendor hall for a while. And it took care of a quote-unquote little bit of business, shall we say. I mean, I did go see Persuerofpieces, you know, because he's gonna be working on a BlueStar plushie, yo-ho. And he does good work too. And I also stopped at the Rowan booth because I actually am one of Rowan's backers, and BlueStar was actually featured in Rowan. Well, I kind of paid for him to be featured in Rowan, so. But as I told them, I was like, this was something that was too cool to not be a part of, so yo. So yeah, had a little chat with them, and then just walked around the vendor hall for a while. Oh, oh no. In some ways, I don't kind of like this example, yeah, but I feel like kind of like, because it's kind of a bummer and it's a little much. I was like, yeah, I feel like I've been thrown in the middle of the ocean, and now I'm just sort of like treading water, wondering where do I go and what do I do? Even though I've seen, you know, I've been to the vendor hall and stuff before, yeah, it's still really overwhelming how much stuff there is, and it's, you know, I didn't even have time to just walk around the whole place by the time I went to the next panel at 11. But yeah, wow. I mean, and one big thing about this year is that the layout is completely different from last year's. It's actually almost more like BronyCon 2014, which makes me in a way not want to do walkthrough videos. But if people really want me to do them, I'll do them. I mean, I did record some sort of walkthrough footage, sort of a thing, throughout the day. But, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, the vendor hall is in a completely other building than it was last year, and it's just different. In fact, actually, it's not even in the same room that it was in 2014, it was in, the one next to it, and, yeah, so, the layout just seems to be different every single year at BronyCon, which is kind of frustrating a little bit, but anyway. But still, yeah, so, after the vendor hall, I went to the first panel, Dysfunctional Family Photos with Tabitha St. Germain. It's like, that was kind of strange, but fun, sort of a thing. I mean, I didn't really pose for too many pictures. I think I was in one sort of group photo, but yeah, that was basically it. It was kind of fun, but it was kind of strange. I mean, I think the coolest thing is I was like 5 feet away from Tabitha St. Germain. That was cool. Yo! But it was still a fun panel, because it was just, you know, just casual, like, you know, lighthearted fun. It's like, you know, just bringing up people and like asking them like pose in different things in different situations, and it was just all fun, and that was cool. So I think from then on, I think I just went back to the vendor hall, just hung out for a while, and just tried to go just look around at everything, and just still just in shock, to be honest. Oh yeah, I remember that I went to something called, I think it was My Little Tesla, where this guy built like a Tesla coil and was shooting lightning bolts and was like synchronizing it to like My Little Pony music and stuff, and that was kind of interesting. Yeah, so yeah, so I ended up not going to the people behind the ponies panel. But I did actually buy something from the vendor hall. It's like yeah, once again, you know, I've bought something from, oh no, I forgot her name. It's Chris Vinta Designs. It's like the place of all the Nerf guns. It's like I always gotta buy, you know, a Nerf gun from them, at least one, because she does pretty awesome work. The painting is pretty good, so I like it. Yeah, I bought basically a Luna rifle and a Celestia rifle, so yo-ho. I was actually gonna make, I was gonna dub it the CLR, the Celestial Lunar Rifle, for BronyCon, but my costume took up all my time, and I thought I might be able to throw it together real quick and dirty, but no, that did not happen. So this was kind of the next best thing, and I do have to say that it definitely, in a way, made me feel better to have these two. These two sort of rifle things, because it's like I wanted to, actually bring. I mean, it would be nice to be able to bring my caster to BronyCon, but again, it fails all the prop policies, so I basically can't do that. So yeah, but this was sort of the next best thing, and that was cool. And yeah, so now moving on to living with a Tantibus on MOP and sobering up. I definitely like that panel. It was obviously very heavy, to say the least, but it sort of reminds me of why do I defend this show? Why do I like it so much? Because people could take it, take this show that was written for 6-year-olds and use it to really, help them, change and help them get through something really, really hard. And that episode, Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep? It's like this guy basically did an analysis of saying why it got it right, and I definitely 100% agree with him. Is that it absolutely got it right, and even made a point of that, some adult programming doesn't try to deal with these issues, or if they do, they don't deal with them very well. And I did ask him, because there was a number of videos saying, oh, when Luna says I do, basically saying, oh, I forgive myself, I do. A lot of people were saying that was too easy, that was too quick, and he basically didn't agree with that, because it's like, it was a long time coming, and also acknowledged that, in the confines of a 22-minute show, is like there wasn't much they could do. So yeah, so I liked that. I mean, it was heavy, but it was cool, and again, I think in a way simply reminds me of why I would want to defend Equestria, and certainly why I would want to defend this show. Yo-ho! So, unfortunately, at that point, I decided that I wanted to go back to my hotel room and, drop off some of my stuff. Because, I was carrying my heavy camera, actually a Nerf gun that I bought from last year, but now I have 2 Nerf rifles, so I don't need to be carrying all this stuff. So I went back to my hotel room, and okay, I'm going to drop off some stuff and go back and go to the next panel, Community Voice Acting Workshop, which probably should have gone to, but unfortunately I was just decided that, I'm tired. I'm just going to sit down and just lie down and have a nap. Which was probably the right thing to do and all that. So that ended up being, okay, I guess. So that did go to the, at 4:30, did see the A Day in the Life of a Voice Actor with Tara Strong. I was kind of surprised that it really wasn't structured that way. It was really more just an hour-long Q&A session with Tara Strong. But it was still pretty cool. It's like, Tara Strong she's awesome. Because not only is she an awesome voice actress, but she's just really funny, and she just, she'll... It's like she was like, oh, I hate it. Why must you? I hate it when you ask, favorite questions. It's like, no, who's my favorite pony? What's my favorite thing I've worked at? It's like, oh, I could feel like I feel your pain. I can understand that. Those are hard questions to ask, especially when you're to answer with, especially when you're on stage and on the spot. But it was that was fun. It was a lot of cool. That was very cool. I like that. I mean, one thing that I have to say that there's bazillions of costumes and lots of stuff at BronyCon, but it's like something that was really cool that I saw was a guy in in Master Chief armor, but painted in Twilight Sparkle's colors with Twilight Sparkle wings and everything. It's like, that was so cool. That was awesome. And even had the voice modulator and everything, and I thought that was cool. That was awesome. That was cool. It's like, again, it's just amazing the what people do, and it's just cool seeing it's just cool seeing it all. Yo-ho. Oh, unfortunately, I'm still a little tired, so so I'm definitely gonna try to make an effort to hopefully not be so tired, and it's like just take a nap in the middle of the afternoon or something, and get to bed at a reasonable time and everything. So after that panel, I went to the remnants of the cosplay photo shoot and got there pretty much in time. So I took a few, so I had a few photos taken, and probably will be at BronyCon's website at some point, and along with a big group photo of everything with everybody. So that was kind of fun. And I did, and during the course of the day, I did meet 2 of my subscribers and actually talked to them a little bit, so that was good. Yo, yes, it's like, you know who you are. And yes, I'm very glad that I got a chance to meet some of my subscribers, because like I said, last year, I really should have said, I'm going to be here at this time. If you want to come talk to me, I'm gonna be here. It's like, I figured, yeah, the vendor hall is pretty much where a lot of people in a way hang out, but it's so big and so massive that, yeah, I mean, it's gonna, trying to find someone there is actually kind of hard. However, I am wearing this bright yellow helmet and yellow armor and everything, so I won't be too difficult to spot, though, so I don't think I will talk about my costume. I'm very pleased with, how it turned out, and so far the reception's been very good. Yo-ho, I like it. Only a few people have called me Flash Sentry. It's like, that drives me berserk. I'm not Flash Sentry, particularly when, I glued a unicorn horn on the front of my helmet, so I figured, you know what, Flash Sentry's not a unicorn. It's like, it wouldn't be so bad if people actually liked Flash Sentry. Oh. Although, I think I may have actually saw a guy dressed actually as Flash Sentry. I'm not sure. It was a yellow pony with, Pegasus wings and definitely like a Royal Guard armor. That was pretty cool. It's like, I was gonna say, it's like, it's sort of related. It's like, yeah, Celestia and the Royal Guard get no love. So yeah, there's not a lot of Royal Guards or... I mean, actually, there are a lot of people dressed up as Celestia. One kind of thing that was fun at the photo shoot was that someone dressed as Celestia, and another person dressed as Luna were, like, just sort of hanging out, and they all just start talking. It's like, hi, sis, and everything. And that's what's fun. It's like, like, every time I see someone, like, dressed like Shining Armor, I have to, like, bow to him. It's like, and everything. It's like, and sometimes, like, I see Celestia, it's like, oh, Princess Celestia. And that's what's fun about all this. It's all just about good old fun and just, it's like, I don't even remotely know this person or anything like that, but that's not the point. It's all good fun, and everything's pretty good. So, there's one more panel I'm gonna go to tonight, and that's Match Game BronyCon. I think that'll be fun. I love Match Game. It's awesome. It's so much fun. It's cool. But, yeah, so that's pretty much, so that'll be pretty much the end of day one, and so far it's been pretty good. It's been, it's been kind of tiring and a little bit of exhausting, and it's a bit of, in a way, a shock. But like a lot of things, it takes a little bit of time to get into, but once you get into it, it's pretty cool and it's pretty awesome. So it's definitely been enjoying my time at BronyCon, and so I'm also looking forward to day 2 and everything, and hopefully we'll be meeting more people and just and hopefully everybody will have a good time, and hopefully looking forward to see you there. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.